I make you laugh. I'm here to fucking amuse you.
Suicide Squad movie things, reviews, drunk. Suicide Squad was released today-ish, kind of, maybe. And truth be told, there's so much bullshit going around, and it's at the moment, at least last I checked, it has 28% on Rotten Tomatoes, and just there's so many things going on about Suicide Squad, and you know, I'm me, and I love me some DC movies, kind of ish, or you know, more than pretty much everybody because I Batmasturbate. And basically, all that I've got to say is the critics are bullshit. Suicide Squad is pretty fantastic. It's not the best movie, no. It's not the worst movie. It's nowhere near the worst movie. It's nowhere near anyone that had qualms or, you know, I hate Batman v Superman. It's nowhere near as bad as Batman v Superman was, and yet, as of now, it has a lower score on Rotten Tomatoes than Batman v Superman did, you know, at around the same time. The bottom line is, Suicide Squad is pretty goddamn good. It truly, honestly is. The whole plot of the movie, the story behind the movie, everything, it's kind of, I don't know, it's different. It's different, you know, it's not like it's not the typical superhero movie things, but at the same time it is kind of a generic plot. It hits like generic plot lines, kind of, but it's not at all like this is the ultimate bad guy and he's going to take over the world, but it kind of is. I don't know, it's the story, the be all end all story of the movie is just it just is a basic superhero movie. It is, but it isn't. It's weird. It's weird. I mean, it starts off pretty much with the backstory, right? These prisoners are, you know, they've been captured and stuff, and I'm Amanda Waller, and I approve this message, and stuff and things. I mean, it kind of starts there, but it kind of doesn't. It's, you know, there's also just, it starts with, hey, we're just prisoners, and then there's Amanda Waller. The backstory with, like, how they were captured, and, you know, when Batman is featured, I mean, it's kind of surprising that they pulled out their, you know, they kind of lead with their trump cards right away, like, boom, here's Batman, boom, here's Flash, blah, blah, blah. They kind of just are like, hey, here's awesomeness right in your face, blah, backstory things. Which, you know, I mean, it's awesome, of course, but it's just, you know, it's like, hey, you want to build up to that, right? But it totally makes sense in the construct of the movie. They show, like, Deadshot's backstory stuff and things. They show just damn near perfect backstory of Harley Quinn and Joker. It's the first, I don't know, 10-15 minutes of the movie or so are just damn near perfectly done. Like, seriously. Something that surprised me was how much I liked Will Smith as Deadshot. Like, throughout the movie, he's awesome. He's not, you know, something that I criticize all the time, like on Facebook, the Drunken Radio Network, everything, fucking, probably even on YouTube, I don't know at this point. But everything that I've ever said about Will Smith as Deadshot was the only reason he's there is just to make this shit look good. But no, he's actually pretty damn good, man. He convinced me that he was an awesome Deadshot. Literally, it was pretty damn good. Jai Courtney as Captain Boomerang. Also, like, what? How? What? Jai Courtney, Captain Boomerang? This is a character I'm gonna care about? And yeah, he actually is. It's actually really good. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn is, like, every scene that she's in, basically, she pretty much steals the whole movie. Like, literally, it's like, if, hey, is Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie in this scene? But damn it, she's awesome. For the most part. We'll get into the problems here in just a second. And lastly, man, I hate music. Like, I hate it. 21 Pilots. But for reals, man, the soundtrack, just like from Paranoid by Black Sabbath to fucking Ballroom Blitz, there's so much awesomeness just in the background music, man. It is, I don't know how this movie does not win legit an Academy Award for soundtrack, at least. Seriously, this is fucking perfect. It's kind of like mind-blowing how this movie doesn't have an R rating. The only thing that it's missing is gore and, well, like nudity, but it's missing gore and nudity. But other than that, the language is there. It's hell, man. There's even a fucking F-bomb dropped, like lyrically. It's kind of awesome. It's totally awesome. But I don't know. It was just kind of like, oh my god, really? They're going there, you know. Without an R rating. There are lots of problems. Well, lots of problems, but most of them just come from me as a fan, not as me as a movie critic, whatever things, critics. We'll get into that. The comedy. The comedy really is hit or miss. It's like, hey, I'm Deadshot and I'm saying a quip. That's so funny. Or, oh, I'm Harley Quinn and I did something kind of crazy. That's pretty funny, isn't it? Or, oh, hey, I've got the boomerang, mate. I don't know what kind of accent that was. I'm sorry. If the rumors are true and the reshoots were about comedy and adding like lines of dialogue to boost comedic effect, no, don't ever do that again, man. Just don't. Don't be like these Family Guy writers. Just don't do that. Don't just insert a joke just because, hey, a joke goes here. Don't do that. I'm not sure how I feel about Harley Quinn using like a Brooklyn or New Jersey. I don't know. I live in Colorado, so I don't know. I'm sorry if I can't tell the difference between a Queens and Brooklyn accent, all right? I'm not sure if I really like Margot Robbie's or whoever's choice to go with that New Jersey or Brooklyn, whatever. She needs to be on the Real Housewives of Gotham City accent. There's times where it's like completely noticeable and other times where it's not. I don't know. As much as I love the character Killer Croc, like I don't love him. He's not like my favorite Bat villain or anything, but there's a special place in my heart for Killer Croc, right? But there's a lot of him that's just, I don't know, it's not that he's unneeded, it's just weird. He's given, like, I don't know, 5 lines of dialogue, and maybe 2 of those lines are totally, perfectly audible, like you could understand what he was saying. There's just something weird about Killer Croc for me. Amanda Waller and Batman are not friends of each other. Nowhere near it. As they are like miles away from each other as far as what they are shown to be in the movie. They're nowhere near as friendly as they are. Like, okay, we live in this DC movie universe where everybody knows who everybody is, and spoiler alert, dish, end credits, you actually do need to stay through some of the credits here in a DC movie. I know it's such a shocker, but you actually do. There's an awesome, end credits scene between Amanda Waller and Bruce Wayne, and it's everybody knows everybody. It just fucking sucks, man. It sucks that Amanda Waller can never be like she was in, I think it's Hush. I don't know. There's that iconic comic book moment where Amanda Waller has her finger like this in Batman's face, and they're arguing and they're pissed off at each other, and they're like, hey, guess what, Pentagon people? Did you know that I contacted the Batman and he captured us some Harley Quinns? He did that for me because we're besties. And then there's something that's been bothering me pretty much since that very first Comic-Con trailer thing. Jared Leto's Heath Ledger impression. Jared Leto as the Joker. It's okay. It's okay. The thing that doesn't make him better than okay is the fact that he is using a Heath Ledger impression voice. You want to know how I got these scars? I'm only going to hurt you really, really bad. It's the same fucking voice. That's the thing. It's the thing that keeps him from being a good Joker. He's just on the edge. There are moments in the movie where he does his own thing, where it's and he's like, he does create his own version of the Joker. But for the most part, he's just doing a Heath Ledger impression. If there's more of him just being that Joker, this Joker that David Ayer created, basically, I mean, I'll get on this here in a second. If you just focused on being David Ayer's Joker, it would have been awesome. It would have been a hell of a lot better. But then again, at the same time, I've been saying this since the very first picture of the Joker was released. You know, this one. The character. The Joker. The Clown Prince of Crime. Batman's greatest nemesis. His archenemy. The man that is utterly and totally insane. Clinically. He's a sociopath. He's a fucking psychopath. This person would never, in a billion years, ever tattoo the fucking word damaged on his forehead. There is no version of the Joker that would ever fucking do that. But, with everything that I just said, I haven't even scratched the surface of the worst part of the movie. There is something that is so totally wrong about Suicide Squad that most nobody outside of like me and other people that really, truly, deeply care about these characters will understand. The movie basically ruins the Joker-Harley relationship. It just does. In Suicide Squad, the Joker is madly, deeply in fucking love. Like, he's fucking Romeo to Harley Quinn's Juliet. I mean, sure, it's great for a mainstream audience. But fuck you. Fuck you. The Joker does not love Harley. He doesn't. There is no version of the Joker that loves Harley so fucking much that he's going to continuously try to break her out of prison and break her out of the Suicide Squad, and that doesn't fucking happen. Joker's like, shut the fuck up, Harley. And that's the Joker-Harley relationship. He's an abusive asshole because he's the fucking Joker. But no, you wanna know how I got this tux? You wanna know how I got this tux and the bow tie? It's because I love Harley so much and I wanted to dress up for her. Throughout the whole movie, man, this was the thing that pissed me off the most. The Joker does not love Harley Quinn. And as much as I bitched about the New 52, as much as I fucking hate the New 52 and fucking Rebirth has just made it worse now that there's 3 Jokers and shit, but in the New 52, Joker's like, you know what, Harley Quinn? You're so fucking insignificant that you thought that you were the only Harley Quinn? I've had hundreds of you, you stupid cunt! That's the fucking Joker-Harley relationship! That Joker does not give a shit about Harleen Quinzel. He does fucking not. You see glimpses of it. You see glimpses of it in their backstory at the very, very beginning, and when they're doing, introducing Harley Quinn and she's his psychiatrist bullshit. You see glimpses of him not giving a shit about her. But then throughout the whole fucking movie, man, that's what crushed it for me. Man, this is Harley Quinn's first fucking movie. Harley Quinn is such an awesome, amazing character. Not just because she's popular now, because everyone cosplays as her. She is such an amazing character. She is the happiness. She fucking loves this asshole. And it fucking ruined it. It fucking ruined it. But overall, the movie is pretty fantastic. It really is. It's a good time. There's some things that are stupid, of course, even more that I didn't talk about here. But, I'm sorry, I can't think of the actor's name off the top of my head, but the dude that played Rick Flag was great. Even Dr. June, whoever, maybe she was also Enchantress, I'm not sure. But Dr. June, whoever, was good. Fucking Katana was good. There's so much to like and love about Suicide Squad. There is. Especially if you're not as deep of a Batman, Joker, Harley fan as I am. If you're just a general audience member going to watch a superhero movie, this is pretty fucking fantastic. It really is. If you love or even like superhero movies at all, then you'll love Suicide Squad. Period. I'm Ryan. I'm drunk. Ryan'sDrunk.com. Boom.